I remember holding my crying son in my arms and staring at the bruises on his arm long after he went to sleep, too exhausted from crying to move. I kept telling myself, when it affects the kids, I'll leave. What I meant at first was when it physically affects the kids. Then he started taking it out on my oldest son, and I still didn't leave because I didn't have a plan. But that night, that was my breaking point. It wasn't easy to make the first call to the domestic violence agency or to leave. It took multiple calls, counseling, support groups, and a few times of actually leaving before the final time. You know what? That's okay. There's no good time to get help. Waiting until, fill in the blank, he starts abusing the kids, or the kids are a specific age, or waiting until something different in your life happens, may put you in a position where you never get the help you deserve. Leaving, especially with children involved, it isn't clear. It's not a clear-cut thing, and sometimes it's not safe just to get up and leave. But with the support of domestic violence advocates, you can put a plan in place, a plan you build, a plan you feel comfortable with. I had so many questions when I started my escape from the abuse, but they really came down to this. Is it better for me and my kids to stay or go? While no one can make that decision for you, I can give you just a little insight. First, ask yourself, who is giving you advice on that answer to that question? Is it someone who is a domestic violence advocate and trained in domestic violence counseling? You want to talk with individuals who understand both victims and abusers, the patterns of behavior, and how to keep you and your children safe no matter what you decide to do. Even if you choose to continue to live with the abuser, they can provide support and resources to you and your children. Also, as you probably already know, abusers have a way of charming even professionals who aren't trained in domestic violence. To them, the abuser seems like the calm one. And honestly, they make you out to feel like you and your kids are the crazy one, when in fact, it's them. Their erratic and abusive behaviors that are making you feel crazy, domestic violence counselors and advocates can see right through that. I'm going to be direct because of the seriousness of the situation. The abuse is affecting you and your kids. Aside from any physical effects from the abuse, your kids and you are experiencing trauma, which has so many bad side effects, mentally, emotionally, physically. And I know this is hard to hear, but unless you do something, the effects on your kids can continue until their adult life. It wasn't until after I left that my kids were honest with me and told me how scared and angry they were, how confusing it was for them. They told me that they desperately wanted me to protect them, and felt because I stayed, I wasn't protecting them, and it broke my heart. I was staying because I thought it was always better for the parents to be together. I didn't even realize that they even noticed, and I didn't know they knew what was going on. They were distrusting of everyone, even after we left. It was and is a long road. But, with the help of the domestic violence advocates and counselors, my kids and I are rebuilding a relationship. They're learning to trust again. They're learning what it means to have a healthy relationship. You're a good mom in a terrible situation that neither you or your kids deserve. I know your heart is breaking for your kids. You never wanted this for them, and you never wanted it for you. And I know you want it to stop. I know you're tired. I know you're just barely holding it all together. Or maybe you've just shoved it down so deep that you're not even feeling anything. We both know that it's not okay either way. I know you're proud and you don't want to take the help. Maybe even feeling like you don't deserve help or that you did this. I remember saying, I made this bed and now I have to lie in it. What a total load of crap. You didn't. Well, you did. You made the bed with the understanding that your partner was going to be loving and healthy. And what you found is that they're not. Healthy people don't make you feel like you have to be careful and craft every sentence to not set them off or make you wonder if you're going to be hit or if you're going to be shamed. That's not normal. So you were deceived. That's not your fault. They're master manipulators. In fact, many times, they are so nice to everyone else around them except you. It doesn't matter what everyone else thinks about them. It matters what you think. Do you like how you feel? How they treat you and your kids? I know it's hard, but listen, it's not easy to do what you're doing right now. Living in abuse and trying to protect your kids, you don't even realize the toll it's taking on you or them. I know you don't think you have it in you, but you already shown that you do. You're a survivor. You're the mama bear. You want nothing more than to love and protect your kids. You can do this. You can get through this. Do it for you. Do it for your kids. Whatever the reason, just do it. Get the support you need. Get the support your kids need.